What's new about Train Sim World? Let me show you. Let me show you something. Where is it now? If I can work out how to get there by the interface. How do you edit your driver profile again?
Welcome back.
Hang on, let me just fight the interface. Let me edit my driver profile. That one, surely. You can change your outfit, but I can't get it to show the... I can't get it to show the outfit.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Maybe Rob Jansen knows. Rob, how do we click on the thing to change the driver? The outfit that he puts on via switch profile. Okay.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Go via that menu. That menu. So many menus. Select. Exit. You want to exit the game? No, I want to switch driver profile, apparently. Maybe via the queue in player profile. Queue. Are you sure? What's this hidden magic button? There's nothing on the screen, but if you press the Q key, do you want to log out from this profile? What the heck? What's that? Some kind of like backdoor operation? Oh, that one there. Not reading. Right. Oh, here you go. Right. So you can change. Is that Fred? That's Fred. So you can choose a natural outfit. Shush. Nobody reads the bottom of the screen. Amtrak engineering, where you can put like a guy that's not ironed his shirt this morning. Deutsche Bahn driver. Very posh. UK freight, that's more like it. UK freight, that's exactly how it is. Get your jeans and your shirt on, not ironed, and then just throw a high vis over the top. That's it, you're done. None of this Deutsche Bahn stuff, just, yeah. High vis, we're all good here. GWR, got to turn up in a shirt and tie like an accountant. LIRR engineers, that's more like it, but more relaxed. British Rail 80s. You know what's missing from this? 80s power shoulders. That's what's missing. Caltrain engineer, again, nice and relaxed. Looks identical to the LIRR engineer to me. Yep, spot the difference. US freight engineer, which looks distinctly like the UK freight engineer, who's now lost his high vis. That's interesting. Why has he lost his high vis and he's now got a jumper on? And he nicked his high vis off him. What's going on? What's going on? He's got the high vis now, and he's got his high vis back. He's nicked it back. That's more like it.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
I have no idea what's going on. Dead Mouse, thank you for 57 months. An honour to be sub for so long. Hope to see you at Insomnia at some point over the weekend. Dead Mouse, come and find me. I'll be there all day Saturday. Definitely come and find me. Crusher UK, 55 months. Yeah, if you go into Insomnia and you just find me, don't be afraid to come and say hi. That's why I'm there. Budget cuts. So anyway, the US freight engineer is the same as the UK freight engineer, apparently. So that's one of the big changes. You can actually choose your outfit now. Not that you ever get to see it, but you can choose it. You've also got these things called jobs, which used to be called collectibles, but are now called jobs, apparently. I mean, personally, I would still call them collectibles. You know, because you go around collecting them. Was Dovetail's calling these jobs now? Training, that used to be tutorials. That's now called training. There's a timetable as ever. There's these journey things where you can actually... It depends which one you've chosen from the main screen, I think. So if you go via here, let's say you choose Northern TransPennine. So you kind of switch into the DLC that you want to use. It's all in the accents. Oh, that's what it is, yeah. I might do this one, actually. This looks pretty cool. Welcome to Northern TransPennine. Are we going to get some intro? Wait a minute.
This is Dewsbury on the North TransPennine Railway. Follow the markers over the footbridge to catch the train.
Let me just check the volume on this. 1 sec. Let's bring up the volume level. There we go. Alright, this is Dewsbury apparently. Oh, look at this train. Oh my god. They were the best coaches. They were so good, those coaches. Trains were better when they were like that. Get on it? Well, I'd have to run pretty fast, wouldn't I? Mr. Ponko, welcome back. Oh, is that our train? Hang on. Leg it. Wait for the train to rise and the doors to open. Wow, it's busy. Faithful recreation of, should we get on here and stand? Wait, I can't go anymore. There's an invisible barrier. Wait a sec. Sit in any seat. Well, if I sit here, I won't have any scruff sitting next to me, so I'll take that one. Can we open the window? Apparently not. Hey! Quite busy.
Northern TransPennine offers the ability to ride and drive both passenger and freight trains during a rundown, bygone era of British rail history.
Yeah, bygone indeed. The best era of British rail. That's what this was.
This Class 101 diesel mechanical multiple unit features a geared transmission, meaning the driver must throttle off, change gear, and then throttle up again to reach higher speed.
What a faff. That's almost like double declutching. Ooh. At Dewsbury then. Dave, when do I ever travel first class, mate? Ever. I've never travelled first class. Business class once when somebody else paid.
Train Sim World allows you to ride and drive trains from a selection of internal and external camera angles. Let's take a look now by exploring the exterior of this train.
Oh. Oh, that looks tasty. That's very tasty, that is. Look at the reflection on the paintwork.
Other internal and external camera views are available to be explored. These can be accessed from the number keys.
That is really good. Oh, that's number 2. Return to first person. Enough playing.
You've only travelled a short distance here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy.
I don't have an RTX card, shall we?
Take a trip back in time to the early 80s.
Well, you broke my immersion.
Victoria before modernisation began. Travel up steep gradients and through the Pennines via Stanage Tunnel. Enjoy amazing views as you descend down to Huddersfield and continue onward through the equally impressive Morley Tunnel before finally arriving into the city of Leeds, which also features period-accurate station architecture. Along the way, you'll need to deliver newspaper bundles, clear away fallen logs, place maps in stations, and update the local advertising posters.
Well, it's not my job.
Welcome to Northern TransPennine.
I'm a driver. I'm not a log collector. What the heck, man? Look, you hired me to drive these trains. You don't hire me to walk around and stick posters up and pick up bits of wood. What's going on? It's not Stranded Deep. This is the new debriefing screen. So you've got like your speed limit up here and then your actual speed here. And then you get action points. Action points, which I think is it's like out of 10,000 or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, tutorial, diesel locomotives introduction. Go on then, let's go for that. I've no idea if it'll run on 1050, I would imagine. I've got my settings maxed out, apart from post-processing I've turned right down because I hate it. I hate two things: motion blur and post-processing. I hate them both. It's in the 80s.
Welcome to these Class 45 and Class 47 locomotives in BR Corporate Blue livery. This brief introduction will go through startup, stopping and passenger door operations.
That accent? That accent? Do we have to pick this up? Is that our job now? Look at this. There's even a guy. Look. Damn. Guys, I'm going to be driving one of these trains in a couple of weeks' time. The Class 47. I basically went seeing the Epping-Ongar railway line has one of these things. They have a Class 47. And I went to meet them. We went on board, had a look around and stuff. And I've arranged that I can go on board and film driving a Class 47. So I need to learn how to drive this thing because I was on board. In fact, I've got some pictures actually. Hang on, I can show you the pictures. I was on board one of those. Let's see. I'll give you the bigger camera. Yeah, that's why I chose the 47 because it's pretty iconic. So this was this is a Class 47 that I'll show you in a second. It's called the Jimmy Milne and it's got a picture of Doyle on the side. Like, how ridiculously ironic is that? I'll be driving a 47 with a Doyle on the side. That's just insane. So this is the interior of it there. So I took like pictures. Come on. Why are you? I've got finger troubles here. There you go. So yeah, that was it. That's what the view looks like from the front. You can actually orient the camera properly. And that's... God. Dave! Can you just, like... One sec. I want to show you this particular... There you go. So that is at North Weald Station. And the 47 is the one on the left with its back to us. That's the 47. Nice fingernails. You got some kind of fingernail fetish going on here. Like, what is like literally just normal fingernails? It's just a hand with fingernails. I mean, what's the deal? What's going on? Who notices that? Of all the things to start, I'm showing you pictures of a Class 47 and you're like, nice fingernail.
Welcome to the Nut House.
D-Storm, thank you for your support, D-Storm. Welcome to the Nut House, thank you for your sub. Right, walk over to either the 45 or the 47. Well, I'm going to go 47.
A lot of time will be spent in the locomotive cab, so climb aboard to get started.
Guy sounds like he's bored with life. Yeah, so one of the reasons that I picked the 47, right, over the 31 that I could have driven was this arch here. You see this? Specifically, this arch, because it allows me to put clamps on it and bring the rods down to hold the camera. So that's what I'll be doing. You know, this is pretty accurate. Let me just show you this. This is accurate because that is the wheel that you can see. Yeah? And then that one is just above it right here. Can you see that? So that's actually accurate. It's bang on 47, that is. I know, Simple Sim, I'm just messing, mate, don't worry. So yeah, I'll be sat here. I'm going to basically clamp the camera there and try and get the camera about sitting height around about here-ish. So in VR 180, you'll be able to look left and right like that. Obviously below or down. Like this kind of height, but just to the right a bit.
Started, set the battery isolation switch.
So yeah, we're gonna be taking you on a VR 180 journey, one of these things. That's gonna be a good video. Looking forward to that. Set the battery isolate. I like that. He tells you to sit down and then tells you to do this.
The master key is used to activate the control desk.
Set the reverser to engine only.
The locomotive is now ready to be started.
Isn't that otherwise known as neutral? I don't know what's her job. You know what? I'm sure before I got on board this train, that was a man. From the outside, I'm sure that was a man. And then we got on board and it was a woman. That's weird. When were the first VR 180 to be out? I don't know. I've got to get them approved.
Use the straight air brake to hold the locomotive during the startup procedure. Release the brakes and allow the system to charge.
Set the driver's brake to running. Shut down, emergency, full service. Running. There we go. I need to remember this stuff, so...
Use the reverser to set the direction of travel.
No, shush. Battery went to off. Then the master switch turned on. Then we set the reverser to engine only. Then we had to put this brake to hold the train, then put that to running so it could charge the system. Oh, that was after we started it. If you can change, it can change if you get far away. Once driving 37 and change from man to woman. Really, like mid-journey. That's insane. Hey, Wackaday. Andy, 2654. Thank you for 19. So the reverse to forward.
Marker lights are used to inform others around that this locomotive is active.
Okay.
Almost ready. Release the remaining brakes, the parking brake and straight air brake.
Don't know what the parking brake is. Wait a sec. There we go. Parking brake's off. Straight air brake.
Increase the throttle to start moving. Do not apply too much power too quickly. It's important to provide a smooth ride for passengers.
We got passengers? Pretty certain this is an empty train, bro. Can you move the stream chat so we can you what? Move the stream chat.
Coasting is used to be fuel efficient.
Okay. We can move that. Let's see if we turn that off. Let's bring that down to here. So we'll just do a mice and my car on it and see how that works out. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Chat's going to be over top of the numbers, but nah. Well, there's a track speed limit of 15, so I don't want to give it some wally just yet.
Happy anniversary, Matter.
Whoa, cool, man. Uh-oh. About to go down to 10 miles an hour shortly. We're going down a bit of a gradient here. Official Pilot, thank you very much for the raid and the host. Welcome, guys. Thank you, Official Pilot. Appreciate the raid, bro. Welcome, welcome. We're not flying today, but we are driving. Hang on. Initial application. Let's get that braking going. To get used to the braking settings on this thing. Yeah, Zenam, they are pretty noisy, but they do sound pretty cool. Let's get down to like under 10 or something. Okay. Whoa, look at the state of this. This looks pretty awesome. It's a heck of a drop down into this platform. Can I move my face to the other side? I'm not going to move it to the other side because it just looks weird when you're facing out. But I will... What are you trying to see exactly? You're trying to see that?
Let's try stopping at a station and boarding passengers. The key aspect is to make a gentle, controlled... Stopping a train in the right place is a skill that takes years of practice. It may take a few attempts to get it right.
Dude, years of practice. We'll nail this in, like, we'll have 2 goals and nail it. Where is the right place exactly anyway? They just say that to big themselves up. This is something that takes years of practice. No, it doesn't. It's easy. Look, we've got 90 yards counting down.
Welcome back, Matter.
Keep the face cam in the same position and don't listen to chat. LOL. Sim Games fan, welcome back, sir. Look at this. I mean, I've almost gloved it right now.
Give a quick glance at the platform to
Years
ensure
of
all is
practice.
safe and unlock the doors.
Stops within 6 yards on his first go. Right, I missed what he said. Open the right side doors. Okay. We're loading passengers, apparently. Not that there's anybody on the platform today, but, you know. There's literally nobody here.
Boarding is now complete. Set the doors to locked.
Didn't it always used to do that though, Rob? If you went through a red
Good
signal,
work.
it just hoofed
That
you
is
out.
the basics covered. A manual can also be obtained that provides more detail about the full functionality of this locomotive and more.
A manual can be obtained. Okay. Yeah, just ignore me breaking the speed limit twice. It's fine. First go. Tutorial. Continue journey, driving train. Come on then. Bring it. Let's do this. Train driving, simplest thing on earth. Uh-oh. It's raining. Sigmund Huddersfield's about to assign a new platform. Climb aboard and get moving again. Jeez, this is how we start our shift in the rain. Oh, it's you again? I feel like you're stalking. You're following me around. Hang on. How do we put the light on this place? Jeez. There must be a light switch somewhere. Is the engine running? Got our lights on. Is it I? That's the gauge lights. Instrument lighting. Ah, L for... There you go. L. That's what we're talking about. Set the reverser to forward. Overcharge. Come on, can we have some wipers? That's more like it. House doors, fine. Good old British weather to go with a good old British train. Slidey windows. We do on the other one. Trouble is, you can't tell it where you want it. You have to have it fully open or fully closed. There's nothing in between. Oh, jeez. Where's the light switch? Where's all the lighting controls? I can't even reach that button behind me, look. Literally can't turn that dial. It must have instrument lights. Demister left on. Can't seem to find the light switch left above you. Ah. Cab lights on, nose lights on. I think we're looking at a restart here. I'm trying to figure out where the lights are and... yeah. It's closed. Yeah, we'll unlock the doors. It's all good. Most people didn't notice. It's fine. H-fan brake. Hang on a sec. Headlight switch is on. Spare switch is... What's the spare switch for? Tail lights left. Why has this thing not been set up properly? Look, I'll put the heater... Cab heater side. You want some heating, love? We get some heating in here. Engine room light. We don't need to worry about that. It looks like it just has a rubbish light. The important thing is the passengers can still get on. Lights are on, but train lights in the UK do not illuminate track as much. Interesting. Wait, why the... One sec. Why does it look like there's a candle burning inside the engine room? Can you see that flickering light? Let's put that back on. Objective complete, right. Wobbly Weasel, thank you for gifting us up to Electric Fox, sir. 80s light bulbs, they weren't that bad, bro. There we go. I know, right, Aliki? Supposed to be playing a game. I like this kind of rainy setting we've got going on here. It's very fitting. Can I turn off the cab light? I like seeing what I'm doing, but it's a bit dark in here, mate. Oh, it's like stupidly dark in here without that. November Pepper. I got really excited for a minute because I thought it was Friday. Yeah, not quite Friday. Can't do you that. Let's get rid of that. This is pretty authentic. Yeah, we're doing the, I think it's the second tutorial, I'm not sure. Don't think we passed on red, did we, bub? 5.3 miles to Ravensthorpe. Let's punch it, Chewie. Let's let this train stretch the legs. Let's go. Yeah, exactly. Bob, you've got to remember that we drive on the left in this country, so the signals are on the left. Hey, this thing can move. Five miles to go. How's the horn? Hang on, we're going downhill. Let's be a bit careful here. I like the low tone, I'm not so sure about the high tone. That one's a bit meh. Can we stop it? I can stop it like an expert. I don't need years of practice. Do tunnels echo? I think so. We'll try it in a minute. Don't like that upper tone at all. If we get here and go trackside. Brilliant. Hang on, I gotta try that again. Let me get the whole Doppler thing going on here. Oh, missed again. Fantastic. 3.2 miles. I've no idea how long this train takes to stop. Uh-oh. I didn't notice speed change. Eek. Yeah, I didn't. I was too busy on the external camera to notice the speed limit change. Sergeant Breadstick, thank you for your support, Mr. Breadstick, and welcome to the Net House, sir. Thank you, J10, for 28. We are so speeding now. It looks like this thing takes a long time to slow down. So this is what happens when I go external camera, is like, I don't pay attention. we're going uphill. To be honest, I am slightly surprised there was no derail. 2.4 miles to go. Jack Sims, do you like swimming? I like flying. Thank you for 61, sir. Yankee Raid, thanks for 21. I think I had a cheap Casio keyboard with the same horn sound on it. I think I know which one you mean, actually. Two miles to go. We can't go too quick. What point do you think we should start braking? About a mile out or what? Oh, look at that view. Oh, my life. That's nice. That is very nice. .7 out. It's a name change with a few updates and then some extra DLC you can buy. Jack Sims. So if you had Train Sim World before, you get the 2020 updates for free, but then there's extra stuff you can buy. I think the 3 camera's limited though, isn't it? Like you can't fly too far away with like that. That's the maximum you can go sideways with the 3 camera, because it stays near the train. Train driver license, that ain't gonna happen anytime soon, ever. Right, let's get the throttle off. Start slowing it down. I've no idea when to start braking, so we'll start early. Yeah, Jack Sims, it did indeed. Your dad's a train driver, Ben. Tell him not to watch. Mr. Simcopter, how you doing, sir? 42 months. How you doing, mate? Hang on, I'm just focused. Focused here on not crashing. Jeez, that was too early. Look, we're still like 46. 26 mile an hour, we're still 700 yards away. Thumbs! Oh, Thumbs, you're nearly on 6 years. 71 months. It looks like braking from 50 a mile out is too early. You just got done with some front page time. Ooh, what was you playing? What was your game of choice for your front page time? GeoGuessr, blimey. GeoGuessr, not played that for a while. Trying to judge when to brake. Sims educating the masses. You love streaming GeoGuessr to the front page, but that's fun. Right, let's get the braking on. 10 yards, that's not bad. At least I didn't smash through it, like the last one. Ravensthorpe. Oh my god, this is so like industrial, Victorian industrial England. This is crazy. Look at this. Look at the detail on this. Like the way out sign on the floor. Look, don't make stuff like this anymore. This is pretty cool. You might miss the train, you know. Ravensthorpe. Sounds like a Harry Potter thing. Hang on. Wait until 1722. It is 1722. You have to have the route map. You press the 9 key, it shows you the route. It shows you the map that way.
Happy anniversary letter.
Spec Silent Sean, thank you for 58 months. Mods, can we get a shout out for Mr. Simcopter, please? Splendid beardy chap that he is. That almost looks like snow in the background. Right, where are we going? 7.8 miles. Alright. Time to punch it, Chewie. Mark 500 with a year hype back from Bury in the caravan where East Lancashire steam trains came past the campsite. Nice to see a steaming diesel. Oh, nice. That sounds good. Yeah, my companion's not saying anything. I have to say the lighting's really good. You get like the tree shadows across the carriages. Look at that. I need a drink. Thanks, Ben. Look at her just looking out the window saying nothing. It's almost like we had an argument. I watched the highlights, Savage. F1's usually... Oh my god. F1's usually on when I'm working. So I end up having to watch the highlights usually. And Orange and Mango. Orange and Mango is the best. Bridges, this is so good. She's probably having a bad day. Yeah, she got told she's got to drive with me, that's why. Yeah, you got to share the cab with Squirrel. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm getting the cold shoulder, that's what I'm getting. That good old cold shoulder. Well, if she's not into trains, she can sit in the back like everybody else. I must admit, when you throttle this engine up, it sounds a bit like my summer car when you've got a few bolts loose in the engine. Don't climb on the roof letters on the GP38-2 while it's moving. You did that once and got thrown off the engine. Whoops. Thomas, thank you for 26 months, sir. Why did I not stop at the station? Because we're not due to stop at that station. If you look at our task list, we've got to go via Leeds approach, which is 4.6 miles away, and stop at Leeds. So our next stop is Leeds. You just got to watch out for signals and stuff. Yeah, the task list is a nice addition. My biggest thing, Rob, is that the summary at the end doesn't give you anywhere near enough detail. It doesn't really explain why you lost your points, you know? Those trains are very slow. We're doing 56 miles an hour. You don't lose any points. You do by not gaining them. You see what I mean? Like, for example, Rob, the further you park away from the designated spot, you lose more points, don't you? So if I park 20 yards away, or I park 40 yards away, I lose more points. I don't get as many points, so therefore I lose them. It doesn't like deduct them at the end, but it doesn't give you the points. But it doesn't explain why you didn't get them. Should we put it that way? It didn't say, like, on this section you could have got 100 points, but you only got 80 because you were 20 yards away. It doesn't say that. This is a big tunnel. Plus 30 when driving on the limit, plus 15 when slightly oversped, and no points when red. Yeah, top right there, you see yourself accumulating points. Driving on a speed limit 30. Driving on a speed limit 30. So you like accumulate as you go. But on the summary screen, you don't know where you kind of didn't get the points, you know what I mean? Left that a bit late. That crept up on me. Finally some scenery, lol. Yeah, and what spectacular a scenery it is, Yoshi. Look at that. Look at that mist. It's 5 AM. Where are you, Australia? Can we, like, pop inside? If I was in the carriage and I saw somebody waving outside the window, I'd get pretty freaked out by that. I'm not exactly sure, Jaws. This is the thing. It's like the last station that we stopped at, I didn't see anybody on the platform, but somehow we accumulated a lot of passengers. It's almost like the game didn't draw them on the platform and just teleported them inside the carriage, but maybe I'm just being cynical. 2.3 miles, it slows down to 25, so we've got to watch out for that. Why do you have a mini dashboard? You can get rid of it like that. You can get rid of all this stuff. You can get rid of those things on the top right there if you want. Depends how much immersion you want. You put things on the track, like that. It just depends how you want to play it. Mr. Raskar, thank you for 38 months, sir. I mean, you can even just get up and walk around. This is what I like about this. You drive. I'm going to stand here and you can drive. No? Okay. You still angry? She's still angry. Later on, we'll find out what she's angry about. I got this, Bob. I got this. She's probably angry she's getting paid less than you. And you know, she's even qualified to drive. She probably just works for accounts or something. How do you leave the train unintended? I left it. I perfectly intended to leave it. It wasn't unintended. Reckon we've got a red coming up. Yep. No, we can try passenger mode later if you want. Scumbag lights. Just like real traffic lights, as soon as you drive up to them, they're like, and green. Yeah, it's a manual crank. Yeah, the 80s British rail trains had a manual crank, so you could like literally do that with it if it broke. Bit of redundancy. Oh boy, I hope that guy's on a signal properly. Feed, welcome back, Lord Christos. Welcome to the house, Lord Christos. Thank you for your support. Wobbly Weasel gifting the sub there. Maybe. Maybe it broke, I don't know. Can't just assume that it did just because it has a handle to, in case it does, you know? All hail the weasel, lol. This is some very, very detailed scenery here. Look at this. What all can you do, or are you stuck transporting people? You've got a number of choices, Lord Christos. You can either take passenger trains, you can take freight trains, or you can just go as a passenger, or you can go around collecting things. So you can jump on the passenger service and then get off at platforms, get collectibles, jump back on. So it's up to you what you do. Do you feel this should be merged into ETS2 and ATS? Wait, what? Do I feel that Train Sim World should be merged into Euro Truck Sim and American Truck Sim? That's an odd question. Let's say no. Mr. Friskerham, thank you for 4 months. Pablo, this is like a deal, an extra DLC, like a route that you buy, a scenario. I don't know if we'll ever see that, Santosh. Leeds City. This is some detailed station, blimey. Let's see how many of these passengers actually get off onto the platform. Look, they're staying on. They go, what do you want? Get lost. Yeah, look at these guys staying on the... They're like, that was such a good journey. We're going to stay on. We're going to go all the way back. That's it for this run. Set the handbrake to applied and the reverser... Oh, okay. Hang on, let's turn the wipers off. Wiper off. Okay, wiper park. Wiper off, that's better. A Daldril, thank you for 23. Put the reverser into... off. Guessing that's the master key. Was the parking brake on this thing? I've not actually done the tutorial, so I don't know what the parking brake is in this one. There it is. You could have done that. Oh my god. Thanks for your help. How many times do you have to spin this thing? Wowzers. You alright there? Is that your mate by any chance? You waiting for her? She's in a bad mood. See ya. Let me get out of here. This doesn't feel like the exit. Wait, how do you get out? Oh, we have to specifically stand here. I see how it is. Definitely leads. See, now, I only got 7,000 action points for that. So I obviously lost nearly 3,000. But it doesn't tell me how or where I lost those points. Or rather, didn't gain them.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, look at that for speed limit breaking right there. That was a good one. Little one there. Cheeky one there. But that was a good one. You don't know what the maximum is. So that's even more, like, not very useful, Rob, isn't it? I want to know, here's my score, here's what you could have got, and this is where you lost points. Otherwise, just take the guesswork out of the whole thing. Maybe it was that woman that rated the score and she only gave me 7,000. Creeper, thank you for 9 months, sir. Hang on, let me go back to, that was Manchester, Victoria, Leeds. I'm just going to go back to that. And then journeys. Was that chapter 1 or chapter 2? That was chapter 1. Oh, so chapter 2 is the DMU. Oh, there you go. I got a gold. Apparently. That was good enough for gold. The introduction, I got a bronze. But on the actual journey, I got gold. So 7,700. Maybe the max was like 8 or something. That's not bad for a first go. Years of practice. Let me see. Mrs. Squirrel is baking cakes.
I'm wrong.
No, it's not.
Sank.
No, it's not. I had some before. It was fantastic.
No, I got another one. Sank.
They keep sinking. You know why? You put too much banana in them.
No, this was a coconut.
Well, you put too much coconut in it then. Did you actually take the coconut out the case? Out the shell? You did.
That's where I went wrong.
That's where you went wrong, you see. You left the shell on the coconut. And then it sank. Huh? Dolly's joining me. He's like, I'm bored with you making cakes. I'm going to stay here.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Ollie Weasel, these are the last bits that I can offer. And one last cheeky sub or 5. But again, I just want to say on behalf of everyone that without question, you are one of, if not the very best streamer. The Nut House will always support you all the way. And they are the best group of people here on Twitch. El Squirrelo and the Nutters are simply awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Wobbly Weasel. That's very nice of you to say so. El Plagiato. 19 months. Hope to meet you at I-65. Dude, I'm around all day Saturday. Come and say hi. But if you do come and see me, right, tell me who you are, because I won't know. One thing that just, like, bugs me is when people walk up to me and go, "Hi, Squirrel," and I'm like, "And you are?" I don't know who you are. You know who I am. I don't know who you are. So just tell me. Manchester, Victoria to Leeds. Drive an eastbound locomotive. Hold TransPennine service. Calling at principal stations only. Oh. We'll work our way down till we get to, like, Rescue Run. Travelling post office. Take charge of the train between Manchester and Leeds. We'll do some more of these and then we'll try the DMU. Name tags would be great. If people had name tags, that'd be great. Why do you think they never do Scottish routes on Train Sim? What a load of nonsense, 4 paws. go to my YouTube channel and I'll show you like Edinburgh routes that I've driven on train sim. They definitely do Scottish routes. Like you drive over the bridge, like coming out of Edinburgh. Why isn't there more interesting ones like lightning hits the track? Flipping heck, Connor. What about leaves on the line? Does that sound really exciting? They had the West Highland line on one of the previous train sims. Yeah, that was the route I drove. Like Dundee, wasn't it? Yeah, Dundee to Edinburgh, I think. I'm fairly certain that I made a video on that. What's the rescue run? Passenger train has failed at Leeds. Run out from Holbeck Depot with a spare locomotive and continue the service to Huddersfield. It literally means like run out. Manchester Victoria. It's been a while since I went to Manchester Victoria Station. If I remember, you've got Victoria and Piccadilly. And it's like, it's walkable, but I think you tend to get a bus or a taxi between them. I'm not sure what it's like now. The other thing, like the original train sim, all of these would have like a difficulty rating, but they don't do that in this. They only do it in the, what's it called? If you go to the scenarios, they have like a difficulty here. What's that one? Operate a short service over the summit of the North TransPennine main line. Complete a passenger run into Manchester Victoria before taking the train out of service and heading to Newton Heath Depot. Oh, there's rescue run? That's actually one of the scenarios. I find it a bit cheeky the way that these 6 scenarios are actually journeys in here, aren't they? I think. Red Bank Rotation, Rescue Run. Like, 6 of these are actually listed as scenarios. So they're not extra content, they're actually part of this. It feels a bit cheeky to me. All these places you've never been to. I've been to Leeds. When I was looking at Leeds University, I went to Leeds. And I got taken inside this big room with a bunch of other people. And the guy was explaining to us that the massive mainframe computer system was called Gandalf. And I think when he told us that, he expects us all to go, whoa. And we're all like, okay. That's a stupid name. But that was my experience of Leeds. There are no new services or scenarios. Okay. Newton Heath is the name of Manchester United initially. Really? The other thing you can do a passenger thing, so you can go timetable and then spawn walking. So then we can go, you know what, let's make it I don't know, summer fog, summer rain, autumn clear. Not sure how wind strength affects anything. Snow level. Ooh. Yeah, like a clear winter's day. Where do you want to spawn? We'll get on a passenger service. What's that? There's Manchester Victoria. 14-15, that sounds good. September with snow. It's a cold one. Climate change, that's what it is. Oh, we just missed the train. Are you serious? Worst time to spawn ever. Maybe there's some collectibles we can get. Thanks to me, you bought No Man's Sky, Rip. Wait, they're all walking over here, so there must be a train coming this way. They probably know the timetable better than me. If you see any blue things, they're the collectibles. Rob, how do you know when to put, whether to pick logs up and put posters up? Does it tell you where you need to do that? I missed one. Oh, this. The journey fillers from the train buffet. Okay. Don't see any trains. They're all going this way for some reason. British rail sandwiches are just like the worst. Imagine if you go to Boots and there's a sandwich there from yesterday. That's better than a British rail sandwich. You know, it's all gone soft and horrible. That's actually more edible. Don't see any things to do on the track. How do we know when the next train's coming in? Do you know what? For Leeds Station, I would expect there to be trains all the time at 2 in the afternoon. Unless they're suddenly running a Sunday service. How quiet it is. Shortcut. Like, there's no way you can go and look at the timetable, and that's the annoying thing. The schedule is empty. This doesn't seem right at all. People are lining up on this platform, though. Actually, lining up on those two platforms. There must be something coming. 14:21 is the next train. Were you seeing that? Do you know what? They should get like an announcement. A platform announcement. That'd be so cool. They could even do it like text to speech. As opposed to behind me. This one. Ooh. You're on Train Sim World. Ah, you can see the timetable. Do you know which platform it comes into then? You go to Marland and run about the field. It's just way too quiet for Manchester, Victoria. They should have put things in like grit bins. So you got to go around and open them and check if there's like an Easter egg inside. Well, it's coming up on 14:21, so when's this train? Let's have a look at Leaky. That doesn't actually have the times on it, though. $14.21 now. Where's the train? On the right. There's no train though.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Oh, that's a horizontal scroll bar. 14:21, Leeds, Manchester to Huddersfield.